hope I am visible, very compelled, very much compelled under situation compulsion to come to live Facebook in emergency. Hope I am audible. My BSNL net is not working, very poor. That's why I have come to the handset. From the morning, Amarnath watching. Thank you. From the morning, there are many messages from different angles that a fraud Facebook account have been created in my name and he is wanting money in my name. My friends, beware of that fraud. Never in my life I have wanted money from friends. In my whole career, even for the on Netaji issue, for cases in High Court, Supreme Courts and other cases, I have never taken a single paisa from anyone. And for this mission, whenever I have gone abroad, it is at my cost. Please don't follow that fraud who has made a fraud Facebook account in my name. I am very shocked at the gradual exposure of the criminal event of mass rape and murder of a lady medical officer cum PGT, Narjikar Medical College campus, and its gradual exposure of the layers of the criminality. It is clearly seen. I have talked on this issue for last four days. I'll give some and I will stop. The criminals are insiders and very much from high positions and high connections to the high political circle ruling in this Bengal. And the civic volunteer who is arrested is a peripheral character in this crime scene. The central character, very mighty, having high political connections, and insiders having strong connections with the authorities in the campus and authorities in the Shastra Bhavan, including the high office in highest office in that Navanna. Then they have been successful to hijack the dead body and cremate it without the consent of the parents. This is the destruction of the evidence. Number one layer is a mass rape and killing. Number two, with the help of the authorities and police commissioner and consent of the highest political ruler, destruction of the evidence by hijacking the dead body and cremating that. And then they started destruction of peripheral evidences. In cases, criminal cases, there are direct evidences and circumstantial evidences. The circumstantial evidences are being destroyed even after the High Court order of the CBI inquiry. You see, there was, in the name of the reconstruction of the building, there was demolition of the peripheral areas of the seminar room, washroom and all these things, where the criminals wash their hands and dresses, all these things. And then yesterday midnight, for many purpose, the authority and police allowed a gang, a violent gang to come from outside. You see, Those gangs in trucks has come from peripheral areas in the north and east. And they entered the campus, vandalized with many purposes. Number one, trying to demolish the circumstantial evidences. Number two, to intimidate the junior doctors, boys and girls in the campus and sisters, to intimidate them not to open up their lips. Because in this campus for many decades, the criminal gangs has grown there in different planes to defalcate crores of rupees, and the criminal gangs, drug mafias, and also it is seen that there is a very immoral ring there, almost in form of prostitution. And even the things has come out that on the exchange of money, the pass and fail and certificates are available there in this campus. If a student, even a good student, do not obey the dictates of the criminal gangs, he will not be allowed to pass, or he will not be allowed to get certificate. This is the situation at RGCor Medical College. Many other criminal gangs in different planes and in other medical colleges also. But in RGCor, what has happened? The mass rape and murder is the tip of the iceberg. And see, the government itself is trying to destroy evidences and intimidating the peaceful protesters. I am coming to one. Yes, I was a long time in the RGCor Medical, in 2 phases, 13 years. I was intimidated. I was intimidated by many of these. At that time, they were under these goons were under the shelter of the so-called HSD, Health Service Doctors, a CPM wing. I was many times threatened by them. And these criminalities accumulated in decades there. And I will just remind today one facts of history. You think Shyamaprasad Mukherjee murder. You think how he was murdered and how evidences were destroyed and how the situation of Bengal was diverted. First you see Shyamaprasad Mukherjee from Janasangha agitating in the public for some reformation of the Kashmir, because Kashmir at that time was being ruled as an autonomous ruler by Abdullah, the biological brother of Nehru. Shyamaprasad created a big protest, and he marched into, and he never thought that the police, Indian police, will allow him to cross the bridge into Jammu Kashmir. But you see, the Indian police allowed him because they were the bar. But very cunningly, India police, under the instruction of Nehru, allowed Shyamaprasad to enter into Jammu Kashmir. Jammu Kashmir was at that time not under the jurisdiction of the Indian Supreme Court. This conspiracy. Then he was imprisoned, kept in a small bungalow outside the center of the Kashmir, Srinagar. And you see, at that time Nehru went there to meet his biological brother Abdullah, conspired. Then he was murdered. You see, murdered. And that dead body came to Calcutta. Never there was any postmortem. India do not know the postmortem. And you see, when it reached Calcutta, you see how the people's mind of the people of Bengal was diverted. You see, in Rajabazar, 13 trams were burned. by the communist goons, so that in the newspaper, that burning of the trams came to the headline. It becomes the headline of the daily newspapers in Bengal, and the news of the death of Syama Prasad went to back pages. That was the conspiracy. That was the conspiracy between the scoundrel comrades and scoundrel Nehru. That was the conspiracy in between. And in that way, not only the evidences were destroyed, murder was planned, conspiracy was made between Nehru and his biological brother Abdullah, and that killing evidences were destroyed by having no postmortem, and in Calcutta, by burning trains. The news of Syama Prasad Mukherjee murder, death was not in the headline, front page, but in the back pages. That is the conspiracy. Same thing is happening here. And yesterday, you see one thing. Yesterday you observed 15th August. And when I was not politically conscious 40 years back, I was very much enthusiastic about observing this day. But the moment I came to know, this is not the Independence Day. This is the Partition Day. This is the Transfer of Power Day. This is the Dominion Status Day. This is the Black Day. Black Day. And do you know, in choosing this 15th August, no Indian leader has any role. It was not the choice of any leader from the India side. It was chosen by Mountbatten in consultation with the government in UK and the royal family. And 15th August, as it is the day of declaration of surrender by the King Hirohito of Japan through Tokyo station of the Nippon radio at midnight. This is the surrender day of Asian force to the European force UK. And to remind the people of India, people of the Asia, that this is our victory day, this was imposed on India as so-called Independence Day. But never, this is the Dominion Status Day. India got dominion. Remember one thing, Gandhi, another scoundrel, never, in mind, never wanted independence of India. Whatever he wanted dominion status. Go to the history. In the Congress history, you see in 1928 Calcutta Congress, it is Subhash Chandra who picked up the resolution of total independence. But it was objected in that Congress by Gandhi and his disciples, and Nehru cheated also. And throughout the whole year of 1928-29, Subhash Chandra campaigned all over the country in demand of the resolution of total independence. And on the next session, 1929, in All India Congress, Gandhi was compelled to pick up the resolution of total independence. And in that session, it was Nehru. And he got it passed in the name of Nehru, to glorify Nehru, to write it in the history as if under Nehru's presidency, resolution of total independence was passed. But again you see, after that, when Gandhi was in London, you go to the text of the Nehru-Arvind Pact. You see there, Gandhi-Arvind Pact in London. You go to the text of the Arvind Pact, Gandhi-Arvind Pact. We got this Gandhi-Arvind Pact text, statement of Arvind in the London House, in the India House files in London. When the JMCI went there, I got these papers from there. There, Gandhi has told, I do not want independence. I want dominion status under the British throne. And in 1947, 15th August, what we got? It is dominion. It is dominion. And that wrong narrative for last 70 years is going on, continuing. This is Dominion Status Day, a black day, partition. And partition was done. Partition was done to satisfy the personal interest of few scoundrels and give groups. People of South Asia, people of Pakistan, people of India has not benefited. Neither the Hindus, nor Muslim, nor Sikhs had benefited. People has not, they have all suffered. Only few individuals had benefited. And British very cunningly, for their imperial interest in whole Asia, they planned division, and also at the same time they satisfied the desires of the two groups, two sets of leaders. And I have discussed many a time that for the partition of India, Jinnah is also responsible. Gandhi, Nehru, all are inside. But most responsible is Gandhi, Nehru. Most responsible, Gandhi, Nehru. Gandhi, Nehru in partition steps is a bigger criminal. Bigger criminal. I have told you, I have given reasons to you. I have discussed in Bengali and English many a time. I will again discuss again if you need it. In the whole process of partition of India, in energizing the communal forces in the Indian political platform, it is Gandhi and Nehru. It is Gandhi and Nehru, not Jinnah. Jinnah subsequently joined the scene as a communal leader. But first communal leader is Gandhi. He has communalized the whole politics from the year 1920 by introducing Khilafat resolution, Khilafat movement. Let me stop here today. Now I go. And you, history will never forgive anyone. History will never forgive. History has not forgiven comrades. History has not forgiven these Nehru dynasties. Remember, Gandhi the criminal was never Mahatma. Kavi Guru has never told him Mahatma. His surrounding people and he himself had cheated the whole situation and imposed Mahatma on himself with the help of his own followers. And the whole Nehru dynasty is no one is Pandit. Pandit means a great learned man. No one is Pandit. In this old dynasty, except Nehru, none is a graduate. Majority either school living certificate or below school living. There are two Nehru Gandhi dynasty. It's a fraud dynasty. There are many frauds in Indian politics. And I tell you, many times I have told you, this Mamata Banerjee has come with the help of some very wolves. It is very, I have written many times, to ride the back of a tiger to come to power is easy. To come down from the back of the tiger is not easy. Not easy. He has created many wolves, many hungry tigers. Those are now vitiating the whole situation. The whole situation is out of his hand, out of our hand. You see, remember one thing. By the Gandhi murder, number one beneficiaries Congress and Nehru. Remember, in Gandhi murder, Gandhi was benefited. Gandhi came to power after successful mysterious killing of Deshbandhu and killing of Lajpat Rai, killing of a few great persons like Tilak. He was benefited by these killings, and Nehru was benefited by the killing of Gandhi. Remember, Gandhi body was not post-mortem. No one knows how many bullets were there. It is a strong suspicion that whatever number of bullets was in the body of the Gandhi had not come from the gun of Nathuram Godse. Some other bullets came from a different angle. And to destroy evidences, the Nehru stopped the proceedings. The whole Gandhi murder case was not completed. Before completion of the Gandhi murder case, Nathuram Godse was hanged. And remember, when Desai ji became Prime Minister in 1977, he was very eager to reopen the case. But the tragedy is, the Desai government could not find out the papers of the Gandhi murder case. Do you know? And the tragedy is the history will never forgive. You see, after Sanjay Gandhi, you look to the documents. When in the morning his plane crashed in Safdarjung, you say that day in the morning I was in the gynae ward in that is. There was no television in Calcutta. Radio, only radio voice. News was plane crashed, Sanjay death. Indira has come into the scene. What was the first declaration? He took away two Madulis, one from the arm, one from the waist, and then declared a commission of inquiry. The tragedy is that mighty PM Indira Gandhi, in the evening, had to withdraw that commission. It was radio broadcast. How tragic! Indira Gandhi had to withdraw commission because she came to know that the beneficiary is someone, the criminal is someone inside. If he exposed that, her own life will be threatened. Then the tragedy, Indira Gandhi, murdered in his own camp, in his own residence, by some his own security persons. And the tragedy is, what should have been done? These two security persons should have been arrested and put to strict interrogation. But mystery, to destroy evidences, those two persons was killed on the spot to save the real conspirators. The tragedy. And the commission report has never come out in the open, neither in the parliament, not to the public. The same family came to rule. His own son, he had no courage to show the papers because the insiders are the criminals. Insiders are beneficiary by this killing of Indira Gandhi. Then Rajiv Gandhi. You see, here again I have told you, the insiders, whole family members are the conspirators in this murder in the open field by the blasts. You see, the tragedy, history will never forget. History will never forget. I have told you. I have told you the so-called meritorious Mountbatten thought he is successful in dividing India and transferring power to his two sets of beloved persons. And the son of the Mother Kali, promised, you have pulverized my motherland, my holy motherland, and your body will be pulverized to the same extent. Your body parts will not be available. And that happened in the Irish Sea. History is very cruel. My country is the land of goddesses, mighty forces. We, the people of this country, may be cowards. We may be cowards. But the divine forces are not dead. They will see too. We, the people of this country, we are the sons and daughters of this soil. We may be cowards. We may be stupids. But the divine forces, who is behind the scene for lakhs of years, preserving this civilization, will see to it. Sorry, I'll stop here.